Hello and welcome to Angry Andy Reviews, and these are my thoughts on Alien Earth, Episode 6.
Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews.
Angry Andy. Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews.
Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews.
Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews. Angry Andy Reviews.
Don't make me destroy you.
Okay, so Alien Earth Episode 6. I missed reviewing Episode 5. Apologies for that. Well, I was waiting for a new computer. You can see the remnants of the old one there, sat behind me. It just simply wasn't up to the task anymore. It served me well at this fortress of rage. And then I ended up getting ill, so nothing really went right with that, so I do apologise. But here we are. Essentially, Episode 5 was what I expected it to be. I didn't see the preamble thing, but it was, sort of aiming towards a flashback episode of what happened on the Maginot, that crashed ship where all the specimens were on, and that's exactly what it was. It was a flashback episode of sorts. We saw the carnage and the chaos ensue after people made some really, really stupid fucking decisions. And it's a little bit of a shame, really, that I can't go back and review that episode, but, time has moved on. But bugger me, people made some stupid fucking decisions and choices in that episode.
Why?
I don't know.
And it pissed me off a little bit. But they do make some really silly decisions in this episode as well, so we'll get to that very shortly. Suffice to say, there was some decent alien action. I'm talking about, including the variety of the different aliens that were, they had in the species containment units. We saw some xenomorph. I thought he looked a bit goofy when he's stalking and walking around. It just looked a bit goofy to me. Aside from the CGI sprinting, it just looked a bit goofy. I don't know, it's hard, really. I appreciate the practical effects. I appreciate there's a guy in a suit, just like it was back in, the original Alien movie. But they played with that very well to keep it hidden. Here, you see him stood up, lumbering about like he's cold. Fuck it, what? But yeah, coming away from that, the episode was pretty good. We saw that Boy Cavalier has orchestrated this entire fucking thing, this conspiracy to crash the ship, obviously plan the trajectory and all this kind of stuff as well, so that's interesting, and we see some more developments there in terms of what's going forward. Episode 6 continues off pretty much where episode 4 left off, where Wendy is talking to the xenomorph, even more so, and she's almost taking on this other persona now. She's almost looking to take charge, in terms of looking after the xenomorph, and it's a bit weird. In this episode, we start to see, considering we're coming towards the end of the fucking series, we see not everything is going as planned. Not everything is being orchestrated as Boy Cavalier suspects. There's still this question mark over Timothy Oliphant's motives. He witnesses quite a lot in this episode and does nothing, which I think is fascinating. I still think he looks like the guy from Blade Runner, but there's some interesting things going on there. But then at the other end of the spectrum, we have people making really, really fucking stupid decisions. And I guess the argument against, saying, why are they making these stupid decisions, is they are still children. So there's a big moment towards the end of the episode. Obviously, I've already gone into spoilers as it is, but there's a big moment towards the end of this episode where Tootles, one of the boys, he just fucking, I don't know why he does it. He rips off a door when he's trying to feed these creatures that clearly feed on metal and synthetic material. And he goes in.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
He goes into the containment unit, gets trapped because the fucking Ocellus, the eye fucking octopus thing, basically scares him, and that causes the door to close. Then he gets fucking eaten. He gets his face eaten. It's a bit sad. It's a bit strange, really, because there's no reaction. It's almost like this naivety is overtaken. There's no fear. It's just pure naivety that he's going to be okay. it's this belief that everything's going to be okay that permeates through him, I think, and that is essentially his undoing. I think that is pretty much him done, unless they can reboot or repurpose. Maybe the Ocellus is going to figure something out, maybe, I don't know, but we've not seen the last of that sort of creature's behaviour. And I think it's interesting, going back to episode 5, the crux of development there in that episode was that you see how intelligent the eye octopus thing is. I'm more fascinated about the eye octopus than I am about the fucking xenomorph at this point. I really am, because it's intelligent, it can understand, it problem solves, it sees at one point in episode 5 that the slug creatures, fucking hell, what are they? Ticks, not ticks. I don't know, leeches, there you go, fucking leeches. Good God, I'm still ill.
Don't insult my intelligence.
These leeches, they are trying to escape, and it fucking distracts one of them, and it's intelligent, it's crafty, it's creating this plan. So that, for me, is more fucking terrifying than the fucking xenomorphs that are just running around and ripping people apart. There's clever design there, there's intention. And again, just going back to episode 5, this is turned to an episode 5 review, isn't it? Towards the end of the episode, we see that Ocellus, the eye octopus, has had encounter with the xenomorph before, whether that be species encounter or that specific thing that's had an encounter with them. And there's a fucking fight. There's an aggravating standoff between both of them. It's fascinating. And this episode 6, shows more of that. The Ocellus is trying to figure out a way that it can get out of that containment unit and get out of the sheep and take over something more able, more nimble, like we saw in episode 5. So that's fascinating. I hope that there's the possibility that it can take over one of the synthetics, maybe Timothy Oliphant or something, I don't know, that might be a bit of a disservice to his character, but that would be fascinating in itself if there is something along those lines where it is able to take over one of these synthetics and just fucking utilise the strength and purpose of them. That would be interesting. But suffice to say, Wendy's going down a really weird dark path, but the other lost boy that was being told by Mr. Morrow to... Is it Mr. Morrow? Fucking hell, I can't remember the names. He sort of guides somebody into one of these rooms where the facehugger eggs are, and it's all game over for that person. There's a lot of development here, and the chaos and the carnage has already ensued. There is a deal brokered between Weyland-Yutani and Boy Cavalier's company Prodigy to return the specimens for a fucking vast sum of money, but only after a short quarantine period. And I guess this quarantine period is where everything's going to go wrong for them, and then Weyland-Yutani is going to mop up, and there we go forward. I'm still not entirely sure how this works with this fucking wider universe going forward. It's quite clear now that Weyland-Yutani, at the start of Alien, with Sigourney Weaver and Ripley and all of that, knew more than they were letting on. I think that was always a given anyway, that they knew more than was being let on, because of what Ash does, containing the specimens and all this kind of stuff. But there's more to it. So some of Ash's motivations don't quite ring true anymore. The confusion and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. There's still a few things that don't really work out for me. But I think at the crux of it, it's some of the things that are undermining the show for me is these fucking stupid decisions that people are making. Like I said with Toodles, you can write that off as, they're still children, in these synthetic adult bodies. That's fine. I get that. But there's still moments where I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Please don't do that. And the majority of them came in episode 5, but episode 6 still has some of those moments, like the whole back and forth argument between Boy Cavalier and Weyland-Yutani. Just rubbish. Really rubbish. But I think this show is kind of hovering around the same sort of rating and perception from me that I've had the entire way through. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I think the writing is alright. I think the writing's covering up a lot of potential issues. Some of the direction is really good, and the cinematography is alright in places as well. So it is an okay show. It's alright. It's doing a job. I'm not interested in any way, shape or form about the xenomorphs though. That's the thing that surprised me more than anything. I don't actually care about the xenomorphs. I'm more interested in these side species, the eye octopus, the fucking metal-eating flies, the fucking leeches that drain you entirely of blood and leave you just a fucking dry husk on the floor. I'm actually more than I have been pretty much since the second episode, more interesting in those creatures than I am what the xenomorphs become.
Okay.
Purely because I think we spent so much time away from the xenomorph, and then we're doing this thing of being able to talk to them and communicate them and give them orders potentially. I just don't like that aspect. I don't like that aspect. I didn't like it in Jurassic World with the raptors. I didn't like it in Alien Resurrection. It just doesn't fit well with me. I like the idea of the xenomorphs being able to communicate within themselves, like with the Queen and whatever, but anything beyond that I don't know, it seems a bit false, unnecessary. It's the unabashed terror of not being able to control something like the xenomorphs, not being able to combat their speed, their energy. You have to outthink them, outsmart them. That's more interesting than being able to say, hey, what did you have for tea last night? Was it good? No? Well, fuck you. That's more interesting to me than that, rather than I'm in control of them, I am this being that can control them via communication because I know what they're fucking saying. No, where's the mystery, where's the air of mystery and existential fear and terror? It kind of goes when you're able to sit down and have a conversation with it. It's like being able to talk to the ghost that lives here. What are you doing? Are you happy? You well? No, I'm dead. I'm in the afterlife. Oh, right, okay, well, okay. There's no. It just becomes mundane then, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm waffling because I am still very ill, so I'm going to leave this review there. It wasn't really a review, more of a rambling sort of discussion on everything, really. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you think about Alien Earth Episode 6. We have 2 episodes to go, so I'm guessing there's going to be a Series 2. I don't know whether is this a mini-series or what, I don't know. I've not really paid attention in that regard. I'm going to assume there's going to be more following this in 3 fucking years' time, no doubt. Stop delaying seasons for shows for more than 18 months. Stop it. That's a separate rant entirely. Fucking stop it. So, who knows? I'm guessing we'll get more of this going forward, but we'll have to wait and see. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about Alien Earth Episode 6? What do you think about Alien Earth Episode 5 as well? Why not? Let's open that door as well, because I missed it, because I was very ill. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this, and hopefully this review came out okay in terms of video quality, because I'm still figuring out, because I forgot the settings, because I used the same settings for 5 fucking years at this point on the old computer. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.